and the ayat starts with wala taqulu. Okay, so the word starts with these qaf, waw and lam. Qawla, this means to say. Okay. And if I put a ta in the beginning and huna at the end, and keep the three middle letters, it will become taquluna. Taquluna means you say. Taquluna you say. Ta is a sign of you and huna is the sign of plural. And present tense is ta. Taquluna. Now if I make a small change, the meaning will become different. If I put a la in the beginning, la means not. And if I remove this noon at the end, the word will become la taqulu. The meaning of la taqulu is a command, is an order. Don't say. So the meaning now will become do not say. Okay. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is ordering, giving a command to the people, don't say. Wa means and, wala taqulu, and do not say. Okay. And do not say. Okay. Wala taqulu, and do not say. So what is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is forbidding to say is the next few words. The first word is liman. Liman. Li means to or for. So let's just say for. And man means who or whoever. For whoever or for who or for someone. Liman means for someone. Okay. Then the word after that starts with these three letters: qaf, ta, and lam. Qatala. Qatala means to kill. Qatala is to kill. If I put a ya in the beginning and pronounce yaqtalu, yaqtalu, with these harakats, yaqtalu, it becomes he kills. Third person present tense, he kills. This is a active. Someone is killing, so you say yaqtulu, yaqtalu. So it is yaqtulu. Yeah, it is yaqtulu. Now I'm going to make some changes in the harakats here. If I make the following change, if I change the harakats like that, yuqtalu, just change the first letters fatha to a dhamma and third letter dhamma to a fatha. The meaning becomes passive voice. The meaning becomes he is killed. He is killed now. So here someone is killing. Here someone is killed. Okay. So he is killed. And there is the word here in the Quran, yuqtalu. Okay, so the meaning is, wala taqulu, and do not say. Liman, for whoever, or for him, or for who, or for him, yuqtalu, he is killed or who is killed. To make a sentence, who is killed. Do not say for him who is killed. Okay. Means who sacrifices his life or who is killed. How is he killed? The next words are fi sabilillah. Okay, so let's look at those words. So, sabil is a word, full word, and it means path. So the actual word is sabilun. Sabilun means path. Like the path you walk is sabilun. Okay, and the next word is Allahu. Okay, which means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in English. Allah. Okay. Now these are two independent words. They are both of them are noun. If I combine these two, then in English I am going to put an off in between and they become connected now. Path of Allah. In English became path of Allah. How do we connect in Arabic? This is the rule that you take the first word and change these two dhammas into one dhamma here. And on the second word, you take this dhamma and change to a kasra. These two changes are just like putting an off here in English. Okay? So now the pronunciation will become Sabilullahi. Okay? Sabilullahi means path of Allah. Okay? So now the word, these two words together becomes Sabilullahi. Sabilullahi, path of Allah. Okay, I just wrote down these two together like that. And when you combine, then you do not pronounce this alif here. So I put a hamzatul wasl and combine lam with the lam. Sabilullahi. Okay. Now, if I put fi before that, then it becomes, fi is a harf jar, fi means in. Okay? And harf jar, what it does, it changes this dhamma to a kasra. So the word becomes fi sabilillahi, in the path of Allah. In the path of Allah. What is the path of Allah? Those people who struggle and give their life for the cause of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? They struggle, they strive, they give their life. So Allah's law and Allah's rules become established in the world. So they sacrifice their life. Okay? So that is the fi sabilillah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, those people or whoever is killed, gives his life in the path of Allah, do not call him or do not say about him. What? What don't say about them? The word is amwatun. Okay, so let's look at this word. So the word starts with mim, waw and ta. This means to die. Okay. And we know the word mautun. Mautun means dead, death. Okay. Or also dead person. Amwatun means dead people. Amwatun means dead people. So don't call them they are dead. Those people who sacrifice and give their life in the path of Allah, fi sabilillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, do not call them dead people. Just like, when we die the natural death, then we are dead people. But those people who got killed, became shaheed in the path of Allah, they are not dead like the people who are dying in their houses. Okay? They have given their life for Allah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that don't call them that they are dead people. Don't use the word they died. Okay? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is explaining something after that. But first thing is the command, don't call them they are dead. Okay? Wala taqulu, and do not say, Limay yuqtalu, the one or those who are killed. Killed means they gave their life. Fi sabilillah, for the cause of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, do not say that they are dead. Okay? They are dead people. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uses the word bal. Bal means but. Balke or bal means but. And the next word starts with these letters. This means to live. And ahya'un means living. Ahya'un means living. Alive. We don't understand. Okay, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Bal ahya'un, but they are alive. They are living. Okay? But they are living. And in the other place, to us they seem that they have been disconnected from us. But with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they are alive, they are living, and in another place in the Quran it says they are given food.
You are blind.
So do not call them that they are dead, but with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they are living, they are alive. Okay? physical body is different thing. Okay? Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala so further says that this is something that you will not understand. With whatever limited understanding we have, we will not understand that. How are they living? Okay? What form they are living?
Above our
How are
knowledge.
they treated? Hmm?
Above our knowledge.
Yeah, above our knowledge. Okay, so that is وَلَكِنْ لَا تَشْعُرُونَ. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, let's look at these words. Walakin is just like lakin, means but. Walakin means but. Okay.
But the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ also alive. There's some scholar mentioned he dies natural, but he says they are alive in his grave also.
So there are a lot of details about because
Talking about Hayat Nabi.
so the after we all of us leave this world, we are in a waiting period until the day of judgment, and that is called in the Quran the barzakh. Barzakh means a curtain. So it becomes a curtain between us who are living now and the people who have left. Okay? Until the day of judgment, when all of us will become physical body and our soul together, there is a waiting period. Okay? That's called barzakh. And in that state, in that place, or in that waiting period, different people are treated differently. Okay? All the souls are there. The people who sacrifice in the cause of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they are given very high status. They are alive there. Okay? Prophets have another status there. Okay? Then in Surah Al-Mu'min, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about Fir'aun. And Allah says that Fir'aun, he is shown every morning and every evening the fire of the hell. And when the day of judgment comes, it will be said to him, enter in this fire. So there, it seems from this ayat that he is in a state of torture there all the time. Because he claimed to be God and he disobeyed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that even in that waiting time in the barzakh, he is going through the torture. Okay? On the other hand, these people are being treated like guests there, okay, who sacrifice. Prophets are treated differently there. So all this is a period, and when the day of judgment will come, then we all will become alive with our souls and bodies, and then we'll have to go through the accountability. Okay?
No, but if this is not in Quran, our action, angel prays it to the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ every once a week, or this is not in the Quran? Because they say when you say salawat, send salawat to the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ on Friday.
So that is, there is nothing in these details about Friday or these things, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that in the Quran that angels send salutation, and you should also do that. وَسَلِّمُوا
إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي
إِنَّ اللَّهَ وَمَلَائِكَتِهِ Allah and His angels, yusalluna, they send salat. Salat means salutation. Okay? And you should do the same thing. So this is the verse of the Quran. Now there are a lot of explanation, different ahadith, but let's not go into that. Okay? So there are a lot of explanations. So one explanation I just gave you, that in that duration of the barzakh, this is what happens there. Okay?
So, excuse me, did it inform on what they do in the barzakh? Or I don't know.
We don't know. وَلَكِنْ لَا تَشْعُرُونَ.
We don't know.
وَلَكِنْ لَا تَشْعُرُونَ means you don't understand. How is it? We don't understand. Okay? Some people go through the first accountability and they are put to sleep there. And these are from the ahadith, different ahadith and different, So, but the best thing is that how it happens. So let's look at the la tash'urun. So sheen, ain and ra, this means to understand. Okay? And tash'urun means you understand. Tash'uruna. Tash'uruna means you understand. Present tense and you. Tash'uruna means you understand. But there is a word la before that. La means you don't understand. How are they alive? We cannot understand. Okay. So whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told us, just listen to that. This is yes, this is what it is. Instead of trying to use our own knowledge and intellectual and all those things, Allah has already told you that whatever abilities we have given you, with those you will not understand this. وَلَكِنْ لَا تَشْعُرُونَ. But you do not understand.
That law was clear. That law was clear.
Yeah, so it's very clear. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala himself is saying that your ability of thinking is very limited.
Oh, the reason I was mentioned because as one scholar, he recite verses of Quran, then he explained.
Mm-hmm.
He said when you sent salawat to the Prophet Muhammad
Yes.
Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam Friday, he will answer you with his own tongue.
But that's not in the Quran. That's what I'm saying to you.
This is hadith.
You know, these are the interpretation, which is fine, but these are not the words of the Quran. Okay? So yes, there are ahadith and there are other interpretation, which is fine, but these specific statements are not in the Quran.
The only command that the hadith says is send salawat to him every Friday. It's correct.
Yes.
But that's the end of the
Right.
hadith. That's end. It doesn't say how he's going to respond. Then people interpret it their own way. Some say the angels will come and take it, and he will reply then.
Yeah.
Others might do it differently.
Yeah.
But this is the best that is.
So there are a lot of
Because
interpretations.
if you do it otherwise, that he comes in person,
Mhm.
would make it that he is one step above the other and that he's not dead physically.
Yeah. So there are many interpretations here there. But again, all these are interpretations. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that how it happens, you really don't understand this. Okay, so we should say yes, whatever we hear, samina wa ta'ana. Okay?